What's going on? How's everyone doing today? It's CJ Halleck with CJHalleck.com and digitalbag.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to resize images using Photoshop and a free online resource in case if you need to resize images like your logo for your header or anything like that. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so well, we don't need that. All right, so basically, and that was just a link for the Elementor video. But anyways, in Photoshop, in my opinion, is the easiest way to resize images because you can not only resize but save it for the web as well. So I want to show you the first way that I do it inside of Photoshop, and then we'll go to free online resources. So basically, inside of Photoshop, when you have your image open the way you want it, this is my logo, and I have to get the logo down to two versions. One is the regular version, one is the Retina version. The regular version recommended should be 320 pixels. I need to get paper in case if I need to note something. 320 pixels for one, and the other should be 640, and that's the Retina version. And then you're also going to need to at some point before we move into the customized thing, do your icon, and that will be a video in itself. So for starters, we have the logo up here in Photoshop. We're basically going to come up to File and click on Save for Web. And this is going to make sure that it's optimized so it doesn't take a long time to load every time you try to load it. So we're going to bring it down to PNG 24. Now I'm using CS6. It works the same, to my knowledge, on almost all of it's worked this way at least since I think CS4 is the oldest one I can remember. Prior to that, I really wasn't doing a lot of website stuff, so but nonetheless, it should work the same. So once you're here, you want to make sure it's set on PNG 24. Transparency is checked, and then you basically just set the size. So we're going to put 640 for the first one. We're going to click off of it. I will hit enter. There we go. And it automatically will resize it in the windows. And this is our Retina logo. So I'm going to come in and click save. And we'll save it on the desktop and make it easy. So we're just going to do Pyro, Plex, Wood Burning, Retina logo. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'll show you why in a second. We'll click save. And then now we have the Retina version. Now all we got to do is come in File, Save for Web, change this to 320, hit save, and then we'll paste that in and change out Retina with regular. And click save. All right, so now you have the two, I got a bunch of windows, there we go. Now you have the two logos, the Retina and the regular. The one thing that you don't have is a way to do it for free yet. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save As, and I'm going to save this as a, nope, cancel. Change this to RGB so we can save it as a PNG. And I'm just going to save it as is to the desktop save. Okay, all right. So now that we have the logo on our desktop, and I believe, let me go to properties and double check. Where is it at? All right, so it's I didn't save it as a PNG. I saved the Photoshop file. So we'll go ahead and do that again. And bring this down to PNG and click save. All right, so now that we have the PNG full version, I'm going to show you a couple free resources. So the first thing is resizeimage.net. And this is, I say first thing, this is basically how you're going to be able to take your images and resize them. And I'm going to show you how to optimize them after we redo this. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the image, Retina regular. So this is the one that we need to resize. All right, now you see the logo. What you need to do is basically come down to resize your image, and then you're going to basically type in 640 it's going to automatically, as long as you have this keep aspect ratio fixed, it's not going to like make it look all stretched or anything. So now that we have that one, we're going to come down here and click on Resize Image and download image. We're going to save the file. And did it save somewhere? I didn't see it. Let's try this again. Download image. There we go. All right, so it just went into the downloads. So we can go ahead and I'm going to click show all downloads. And then now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to actually change this to 320 and resize image, download image. And then now if you come into downloads, this is your regular logo. This is your Retina logo. We'll go to open containing folder. We can go ahead and delete these. Don't need them. All right. So now that you know which one is which, because you can go basically the first one we did was the Retina. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to basically just come to the end and go Retina. And then I'm going to rename this one as regular. All right, so now that you have these two, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in a separate folder just to make sure I know where they're at. All right, so now that they're here, we're going to go back into our browser. And we're going to open up tinypng.com. All right. Now that we're here, what this is going to do is take those resized images and optimize them for the web. So we're going to just come in here and select these two images, drop it in here, and then we're going to download. And you see it compressed a lot. You know, this was 70% of the space. It went from 22.2 kilobytes to 8.8. And it doesn't seem like a lot if you're familiar with like image sizes, but when it comes to loading, that much of a change, especially with your logo, because it loads automatically on every page, this is a huge change and you will notice the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and click down. Actually, let me cancel. I'm going to come down, wait, where'd it go? Right here, and click download all. Then I'm going to click save file. This is basically going to download it as a zip file. So now all we need to do, I'm going to double click, and I'm using 7-zip free unzip software, if that's what you want to call it. We'll click extract. Put it on the desktop. Actually, no, let's put it back in that new folder. Click OK. And yes to all. And what that's going to do is that's going to replace the images that are in the folder with those optimized images. So now you've optimized and resized your images for the web. That's Photoshop and the free resources that we went over, which let me go through that one more time for you guys. The first one is resizeimage.net. Second one is tinypng.com. Hope this has been helpful. If you guys have any questions or would like to just chat, shoot me a tweet at CJ Halleck, DM me at CJ Halleck on Instagram, and you can always send me an email, cj@cjhalleck.com. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Be great, stay boosted, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.